let's see. The Prime Minister, this was your, second debate tonight?
Yes.
So I thought for your second time you did a good job. You, first of all, you provided the definitions of the terms.
Yeah.
What does celebrity mean? That was good. You also corrected yourself because you said, I think, and then you changed it to we think. Remember, in the debate, you are representing a government or opposition. It's never I, it should always be we. And you corrected yourself. That was good. So basically, it was a little bit short.
Yeah.
You should have tried to keep talking longer.
Yeah.
Even if you're finished, you should just keep repeating or restating.
Yes.
But it was not bad at all for a second debate. Good experience, I think.
At least it's not opening my chest so.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, it was a good beginning, I think. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, leader of opposition. I liked how when you began, he said, I'd like to thank him, the previous speaker, for his speech. That was very good manner, like a gentleman, like the British Parliament. So I think as a judge would like that because it's polite and it's very nice. So it's kind of technique. So the judges would like you. So that was very effective.
아니요, 그냥 지원해주세요.
He did a good job of explaining his team roles very clearly. He said, my job is to introduce the first argument and then my colleagues will introduce the other argument. So he explained very clearly what he was going to do and what his team was going to do. And that's very important for the first speaker of each team to kind of show what they're intending to do in the debate. And he did a good job of that. Mr. Song's organization is always very good. So you guys should take notes from what he says. He organizes very well what he's going to say. So that was really good. Okay, then we came to the Deputy Prime Minister, Diana. She made the argument about creating mental stress, mental burden, suicide. And then she made the very interesting argument that the government uses these celebrities to distract the public. Very interesting argument, I thought, a good argument. And she used the expression, you said circus and bread. Actually, it's reversed. We say bread and circuses. Everybody understand this? So this is this comes from ancient Rome. Very ancient concept, right? So the Roman emperors, how did they entertain people in ancient Rome?
Circus?
Yeah, they had like a lion and people fighting and like killing each other, right? And everyone cheering and watching. And then the people cared only about seeing blood. They didn't care what the government was doing. They just enjoyed watching the blood sports. And then the government also threw the bread into the crowd for the people. So the government can do what it wants, the people don't care because they're going to watch the fights. Right? So I think this was a really good argument. That this kind of celebrity stuff, the private life, who cares, right? The government's stealing money and we care that he slept with his girlfriend's sister? It's not important, right? It's their private life. But the government stealing money, that's serious, right? But the people don't care. They just want to know who's sleeping with who. Right? This is a big problem.
Yeah.
So I thought this was a really good argument. The bread and circuses argument was very strong. Yeah, and I didn't expect it even. That was unexpected argument. So very fresh argument. Okay. Then we have Deputy Leader of the Opposition. He made a rebuttal at the beginning, which was good. And I really liked it. He said, mental stress is part of the job. Why become a celebrity if you can't handle it? We have a very famous expression that you should have used, you can use next time. If you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. Right? If it's too hot in the kitchen, just get out. You don't have to cook. Don't worry about it. Just get out of the kitchen. If you can't handle it, then get out. Leave. Right? So that was a good argument. Why are you a celebrity if you can't handle the pressure? Right? But this expression I think would be very useful in a debate. There are many situations I think you could use this. Very famous expression. Okay? But that was a good argument. Very strong. And then he made the argument fans have the right to know and then can damage the industry. I think fans have the right to know is a strong argument. Frankly, the entertainment industry, they have a lot of money. No one feels sorry for them. So I thought that was a little bit weak argument, and I think you guys should have probably challenged him with some kind of POI.
Yeah, I don't have any logic.
Yeah, because I thought that was your weakest point. Because they have lots and lots of money already. They don't need more money, right? I would have just said POI, how much money does the executive of this, Anyway, that one was a little bit risky for you guys, I think. Okay, and then we went to the government whip. This time you did say I, which you shouldn't have. You stopped the first time, but this time you said I. Remember, we should always say we think, or this government believes. This government thinks.
What about this department?
Yeah, Diana, I was going to get to that. Diana kept saying department, but actually, government, not department, right? So,
or this house.
You can say this house, but actually, I think this government believes is probably the best thing to say. We believe, this government believes something like that. This government contends, this is a good word to use in a debate.
Contends.
We contend, this government contends. It's a very good language to use. Contend something. Okay? And then, but I was very proud of you for a new debater when he talked about the POI, about Oprah Winfrey. You were very calm and you kept talking. You didn't let him scare you with that. But what you should have said is, which is true, Oprah Winfrey is also has a right to a private life. And the truth is, she's very private.
Yeah.
Oprah Winfrey, although, as you said, she makes good contact with her fans, her private life is very quiet. Like, we don't really know, does she have a boyfriend or, I think she's not married, but, we don't know much about her. I don't. She protects her privacy a lot. She really does. So you should have just said, excuse me, Oprah Winfrey has a right to privacy too. You have a right, I have a right, and Oprah Winfrey has a right. Right? That's what you should have said. And then he could have been quiet, right? But anyway, you were calm. You were still good.
Thanks, Ron.
You were very calm. You did a good job, but that would have shut him up very quickly, right? Okay. Then the opposition whip did a nice job of identifying the clash points. That's what the whip should do. You should identify the clash points. Where did we disagree? And explain clearly. And then he made an interesting argument about majority rule and democracy, and then also about celebrities can teach young people. Even their mistakes can teach. That was a good point, I thought. When they mess up in public, it kind of shows young people, don't do that. Which is a good point, I thought. I like that point. It's true, actually. Okay, and then the opposition reply speech. You did a good restatement of your arguments, which is what you're supposed to do. You did your job well. I think you ran out of time a little bit. You could have worked maybe on the time management a little bit. And then the government reply speech. Again, as we mentioned, you said department, Diana. And just kind of grammar thing, you said they feel scared, right? Yeah, they feel scared about it, right? But I love Diana's ending. Very good technique because it's called personalizing. She personalized it. How would you feel? Imagine how you would feel. You know, if your boyfriend wants to know everything about you. It's too much. Right? So that's in many debates, I think that's a good closing argument. How would you feel? Imagine yourself. It's very emotional, it's very personal, it's very persuasive. So I thought that was very, very strong in me. So, anyway, good debate, interesting topic tonight. Yes. Good job. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Do you have any feedback? You were watching any feedback for